All right, what's up, everybody? We are on season 1, episode 11 of Vinland Saga, which is called A Gamble. And I have no doubt that that is kind of referring to our short term objective here. Well, I presume it's going to be a short term objective with freeing, quote unquote, Prince Canute, right? Who got captured by Thorkell. And yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, it's in the possession now, therefore, of the English. However, the Danes obviously won them back, but then Askeladd, who was before this working, of course, with the Danish and stuff, decided to separate himself now again and just go back to his pirate roots along with, the entire crew. They're going to try and capture Canute. So that means going back to Thorkell. So at the same time, it has me very excited about the prospect of possibly seeing a, reunited to see Thorfinn and Thorkell reunited and perhaps have that conversation that I was so anticipating, of course, back in, I think it was episode 9. So, yeah, I mean, super excited to see where it goes. Last episode, in general, it was such a super interesting, philosophical episode, right? About the end of civilization and the start of new ones. Askeladd kind of having this conversation with Thorfinn as well about like, oh, one day you're going to probably kill me because I'm getting weaker. You're only getting stronger. You're only, I mean, he's well, he has to still grow in terms of his mindset, right? Because that's the one weakness that he's still very much displayed is letting his emotions get to him and being too driven by that revenge, which of course, is the entire reason why he wants to kill Askeladd in the first place. So it definitely has had me kind of speculating in my head about where is the show going, right? And I definitely like, this is the thing. Thorfinn in general has become very conscious of that. Even in the most recent episode, he had those flashbacks with his dad, right? And he's starting to realize the mindset that his dad had and why he had it, with, telling him that he has no enemies and that war only leads to, this, essentially, and that there's no good in it. And it it definitely makes me wonder if, like, well, what does that mean for this ultimate? I mean, Thorfinn's goal is clear at this point, right? It's simply killing Askeladd. That's the only thing that he has on his mind, is that he wants to do enough so that they can get another duel going and then kill him. But he's starting to come to that realization of, like, it's kind of pointless, right? And that's the thing. I mean, as soon as you start understanding that, like, okay, then you kill Askeladd, and then what? You're gonna be left with that kind of feeling. You're gonna be left like, oh, what did I do this for in the first place? And I feel like he's going to realize that before even getting around to it. You know what I mean? And in general, I mean, again, this show is called Vinland Saga. So Vinland, it's been mentioned a couple of times. It's kind of the ultimate dream, right? The utopia, the place where you would want to end up. Although I do very much wonder if, it'll be that sort of that utopia in the end, right? Like, I kind of feel like even going there, you might see that the cycle starts all over again, and that's kind of what I'm worried for, But like, what I'm trying to say is that this is kind of where I then see, I guess, the first season sort of going, is that I would not be surprised if this first season, where we're ultimately trying to head, is Thorfinn coming to that realization, and that his true character development, his true progress would be to understand that killing Askeladd gets him nowhere, and he's just not like, he's not even gonna bother at the end of the day, right? What that would then mean if that happens for Askeladd's character, and for like if he'll just move on from the show or something. I don't really see that happening. I mean, what would that mean? Of course, once again, I keep going back to them, but like Leif and Thorfinn's family, I've been wanting to see them again. What there is, of course, the slave character, Hordaland, I think she was called, right? Who we were introduced to, and I feel like she's still going to play a bigger part, but I don't know. Honestly, that's just kind of vague right now. What will it mean for her? What will it mean for the show in general, right? Because, again, I feel like Finland is definitely what we're going to have to get to at some point down the line. That's why the show is called that. So maybe that's simply going to be the next goal that Thorfinn then sets out for himself, is trying to discover it. And so it's going to send us on a huge journey. But this is all, in all fairness, completely speculating on my part right now. For now, like I said, we have a whole different thing to focus on. which is going to be trying to get, Prince Canute back and be able to then negotiate between the two fighting armies, for whoever gets him, whoever offers the most money. And yeah, we're going to see where things go from there. So guys, for now, I hope that you're as excited as I am about diving into this new next episode of Vinland Saga. Of course, if you enjoy my reactions, then the next 8 episodes will already be up over my Patreon right now. That is linked on top of the description. Over there, we will already be on episode 19. So very close to the finale of the first season. Go and check it out, of course, along with full-length reactions if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. But now with that being said, let's dive into episode 11 of Vinland Saga. Oh no. Wait, what? I was gonna say, because he's like, this is the Danish army though, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of rules. So is this like backstory for when Thorkell entered England? Oh my god. They're really saying Thor would be Jesus in a fight. Oh, wait, they do have him. I'm not gonna lie though, but I got so confused about the fact that he had... Yeah, I mean, these guys aren't English then or something, right? I thought his people were supposed to be. Wow, I love how we're kind of getting into the religious aspect of it though. It's all about being brave. Really? Was that kind of the Viking code? Yeah. Thorkell was still kind of how Thors used to be back in the days, you know? Or maybe he had too much and got a vision now, I don't know. Oh my god. What would a man do without his alcohol? They're not about to be attacked or something, are they? Did they see something? Oh wow, he could just spot them from way over there. Threw that spear right through his skull, holy shit, dude. He's not scared. Wait, they're not sending them over though. Nah, this is definitely some type of trick. I don't know what he's pulling right now, but I don't buy it. Obviously. Yeah, were we kind of against that Viking code? Nah, they're not gonna listen to you, Ragnar. So this was the gamble that the title was referring to, I guess? Seems like it played out exactly how Thorkell wanted it to. I don't know how many men they actually have though, but yeah, it's... Surely it's not that much. Okay, yeah, and Askeladd is still, you know... He can hear what's going on from a distance. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Askeladd ever expected, you know, these two factions to be fighting and then kind of use that as a distraction or something, because that's kind of what it seems like he's thinking about. Oh my god. The violence is so brutal in this dude, the way he's just splitting open heads. Okay. Oh, fire? Well, we've seen, you know, Thorfinn use fire before, yeah. And Askeladd's crew. That's one of their strengths, I guess. Yeah, you can tell he's just genuinely surprised, you know, like what's going on. Yep. Gets it. What, he's supposed to run through it? I see, he's just supposed to bring the prince now? How the hell does he want to do that? All by himself. That's what I was wondering about. I mean, it's kind of like he's just sending him to his death. I guess it's a win-win either way. Exactly. Oh my god, man. At this point, I know Askeladd too well. I mean, yeah. I understand though. What do you do when you're just surrounded by smoke like this? Don't. Idiot. Yep. Could have seen that coming from a mile away. I thought it would be Thorfinn though. That prince does not say a damn word, by the way. Oh shit, that's Thorfinn's horse. Yep. I can't believe he just threw himself right in the middle of this. What? Oh, okay. You gotta love the way they visualize that, like he just went invisible. I'm like, does he have some supernatural powers that I don't know about? Rescue? Does he actually intend to give him to Askeladd? Or not? Because he was already starting to have his doubts. Oh no, here comes Thorkell. He does seem genuinely impressed. This is what I was waiting for. Helga. Yep. Wow. That shot was so reminiscent of how Thorfinn saw himself in that like dream sequence, I think, in the first episode. I know, because I used it as my thumbnail. Nah, I think you piqued his curiosity right now, though. He says we'll meet again. Oh my god, he's such a joker, dude. I fucking love it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. God. These other dumb fucks. All so confused. Yeah, now Askeladd is really impressed. Ask him to take off the helmet. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, right? It's a woman, right? I mean, that's what I already thought all this time. I just didn't want to say it. You sure did have like, yeah. Well, she. She sure looked like a woman. Alright, so we have a lot, honestly, to talk about regarding this episode. First of all, it was absolutely great. I loved it. But then I've been thinking right now for a couple minutes before recording this review about it, and suddenly these thoughts start popping up in my head where I genuinely don't even know if they're warranted whatsoever, if I'm just stupid as hell. This is always the conflicting thing that these shows can sometimes cause within my mind where I'm like, am I getting this right or not? Because, of course, the last couple minutes here with the reveal of Canute, who, turns out to be female, that didn't necessarily come as a surprise to me because I had already noticed how Canute was never saying a single word. And then also how the design definitely kind of looked female with the long blonde hair and everything, right? And even the face didn't really exactly look too masculine or something. Then again, one of the weaknesses that I've definitely realized in myself when watching anime is that I have such a hard time separating character models and stuff, with the way they can, very often look super similar in anime shows. So, I just kind of like let it pass by. I didn't really comment on it, I feel. And so when the reveal came here, again, didn't really surprise me. But at the same time, I mean, this is just the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Is it just me, or does our Canute here, or whoever it is, look all too similar to Thorfinn's mom? I have no idea if I'm onto something there, like I said, but it's literally, I mean, I even looked up a quick picture of Thorfinn's mom from one of the prior episodes, just like browse through it, and it's like, it's near identical, I feel. I don't know if it's the exact same or not. But that, of course, would make a lot of sense and would make things tie back into each other. And maybe this is the way that she's been trying to track Thorfinn down or whatever, right? I don't know if the Danish would have allowed her to do that or something. Again, I could be onto something or not at all, right? That's just kind of the thing. But then I also realized how the conversation, of course, which Thorkell had with Thorfinn in the middle of this episode, the second confrontation they had that I was waiting for, he specifically identified him by calling out his mom too. He mentioned Helga there, right? And I'm like, that can be a coincidence then, right? But the interesting thing is that here in the last couple minutes, where Canute took off that helmet, again, I don't know if that means that this isn't actually Canute, because I assume that all these people, again, like Canute is a real person and is supposed to be the prince. It's just that this is not Canute. This is just somebody in undercover or whatever, right? Whether the king knew about it or not. I don't know if Thors, for example, was like on friendly terms with the king still, perhaps, or something. I mean, this is all the confusing things that I simply don't know about. Because that could have explained how, Thor's wife, Helga, would have been able to, to find Thorfinn this way. But whatever, Thorfinn was literally present here at this face reveal. And we didn't see his reaction. That's the thing. So I'm actually very curious how next episode is going to open, because it could be super big or it could not at all, because I'm a complete idiot and I didn't, it's not supposed to be that whatsoever, right? So I'm just mentioning to you all what's in my head right now, people. That is what is going on here. Okay, so other than that, yeah, again, this was a great episode. I loved the opening part especially, and it had me a little bit confused because, Thorkell's guys, they were speaking about not really being fans of Christianity and stuff, right? And I guess I had kind of misunderstood last time, where like when we saw Thorkell get reintroduced to us and he was part of the English army or whatever, or he was surrounded by all these people who couldn't understand him, remember, when he was speaking Norse and stuff. So I thought that it was just him on his own who had joined the English, but I guess it was him and more of his old army or whatever that had joined them and stuff. So it's kind of a mix, or again, like I could be a little misguided on that, or like not understanding it fully. But I like, again, it's like, and this is kind of the thing that we had already been diving into. Well, then again, I'm thinking now about the scene that we saw with our fake Canute and the cross constantly that she was carrying with her, right? So what's that about? I mean, do we know about the religion that Thorfinn's family had? Because, like, again, Thor used to be a Viking, used to follow the Viking code, and therefore... I don't know if Thor had become a Christian himself. I'm not sure if we ever got that explained to us or something. Or maybe his wife then, in these years, all these years that have passed, became a Christian, because of it or something. So there's a lot of possible... If my theory is correct, of course, there's a lot that we can delve into here regarding that. But yeah, just, seeing them laugh about those differences and kind of like... talk about how it's the whoever invented the alcohol is the one that they would want to pray to, I guess, and kind of theorizing about what a fight between Jesus and Thor would have looked like all those things were great. Really enjoyed that. And yeah, even the fight, of course, was brutal. Like just seeing Thorkell throw that spear towards someone way in the distance and like actually hitting him. It's fantastic. This episode in general was super entertaining. Super, like it might have been my favorite so far. And I'm glad we got that second confrontation. I'm glad that, Thorfinn realizes now who Thorkell actually is. He's fascinated by it, of course. And again, there's a lot of possible directions this can go into, especially judging, or, based on if I'm interpreting these last minutes here correctly, or if I'm just, again, completely off point. But we're going to find out about that very soon, guys. For now, I hope you enjoyed my reaction here to episode 11 of Vinland Saga. Of course, the next 8 episodes will already be up over on Patreon for you to check out right now. Linked on top of the description. Over there, we will be on episode 19. So go and check it out. Full-length reactions are up there as well if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. But then with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.